Hey, it's Billy of the FujiGuys. I am in Midtown Tokyo today, and I got with me the new instax SQ20. We're going to take a look at some of the cool things that you can do with this camera, so keep on watching. So I got the brand new SQ20. This is sort of a replacement of the SQ10. They made some minor changes to this camera. Of course, it's now offered in two different colors. You got the matte black and you got this glossy beige finish. They've also added a selfie mirror in the front, which makes it a lot easier for you to take self-portraits. The camera does offer internal memory. You can store about 50 shots. You also have an external option to use a micro SD slot if you want to expand the memory. On the front of the camera, it still has the flash compared to the SQ10, but they changed it to an LED flash, and it's just going to help maybe to save in terms of battery. The battery is built in internally and gives you about 100 prints per charge. It is rechargeable, which is great, but the battery no longer is a replaceable battery. It's kind of internal like your smartphone is, and of course you need to plug it in using the cable, a micro USB cable, and a wall charger that comes with your phone maybe to charge the camera. On the back of the camera we have a screen. So the screen allows you to, of course, preview the image. Because it's sort of a digital camera, you can take your shot before you actually print that. They turn the on and off switch a little bit different than the SQ10. Before you had to switch the front on to turn it on. Now there's actually a dedicated switch on the back of the camera, and you slide it to the photo mode, and of course the screen comes on and you can take pictures. So as the name implies, the SQ20 uses instax square film. Just like most of the instax product, you would actually have the back where you can load it. And of course, you can see, based on the guides, you can match the film to the yellow tab on the top. Once you load the film, what's going to happen is the black protective cover for the film is going to eject. I don't have any film loaded, but I'm going to do that very shortly. Now, what's nice about the SQ20, just like the SQ10, is that it does have dual shutter release. So you can take pictures with your right hand, or your left hand, or both hands in general. They've added some really cool features to this camera. On the back, not only can you do stills, but you can do a short video clip. From that video clip, you can actually take stills from it and make prints from those clips, which makes it easier to capture action shots without having to guess when to take pictures with the camera. If we look at the side of the camera, of course, as I mentioned earlier, you have your charge port. You also have the slot for the micro SD card where, of course, you can expand the internal memory. There's also a little hole there just to reset the camera if it ever locks up. Now, in terms of the back of the camera, the screen size has been reduced a little bit compared to the SQ10, but in no way does it really change your experience with shooting with this camera. This camera is quite fun in the fact that, you're not forced to make a print every time you take a picture. So let's talk about new features for the SQ20. Of course, earlier I mentioned that it does have a front selfie mirror. It makes it easier to, of course, do selfie shots and frame your picture. In addition to that, the front of the lens now allows you to actually zoom in and zoom out. Now, it is digital zoom, but the resolution is more than enough, even in digital zoom, 4 times, to make a really great instax square print. If we look at the modes of the camera, of course, there's added some new features to the shooting modes. You got your standard shooting, you got your bulb long exposure modes. You also have double exposure that we had in the past, but there's also a few new modes called split, and it allows you to have multiple images being printed on the picture itself. There's also a collage mode that can actually make multiple shots as you shoot them, and you can place the images kind of where you want in the image itself, and it prints out as a single shot. There's also a time shift, and what it does is that you can set it up to delay a certain amount of time, and when you take a picture, it's going to do this little short burst, and it's going to create different shots based on your time delay, and it allows you kind of make these cool little four-way shots that are built into that feature, as you can see right here. So after you've taken the picture, one of the great things about this SQ20 is that you can actually adjust the image quality settings. You have things like adding a little vignette to it, and you can adjust the brightness of the image if you feel that the image was sort of underexposed, and of course you can brighten up and make the pictures a lot better. So that's the Instax SQ20. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn about this and other Fujifilm products, again, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at FujiGuys. Until next time, I'm Billy of the FujiGuys.